Hello everyone. Today we are going to explore the double diamond design thinking, which is presented by the British Design Council. The double diamond follows similar stages such as previous design thinking methods such as Stanford D.School design thinking, the IDEO design thinking, and others. The main idea about the word process here, it is not like a linear process. It never been a linear process. It's more like a cognitive thinking that is merged between our previous experience, the challenges we are having, and what we envisage the solution in the future. It is more like arena, or more like a practice that is actually connected together, which means that it's not linear. You're not going through a process from 1 to 3. It is more like experience that is moving from, you can move from 1 to 4, or you can go from 3 to 1 based on the design practice itself. The important thing to put in mind when we are trying to explore the different design thinking, the target that we aim to have is to provide like a creative solution that considers the human in the center of the process, and considering the different aspects and different elements of the design production process. So let's explore this design thinking process and see how we can actually link it to our design practice. Let's go. So the double diamond process involves 4 stages: discover, define, develop, and deliver. In order to understand the anatomy of these stages, we have to understand the nature of the double diamond. So the double diamond, as we mentioned, doesn't define the design practice as a process, or the design thinking practice as a process. Yet it goes through iterative stages. There is 2 main spaces here, the problem space and the solution space. The idea behind the problem space and the solution space is the design practice itself, like defined by the design practice itself, which is presented by Nigel Cross in his book Design Thinking, can be defined into 2 main areas. The problem area, when we try to investigate the problem itself, and the solution area, when we try to focus into the solution of the predefined problem. So in the problem space, it aims to focus into understanding the problem and building a clear definition of the problem. In the solution space, it aims to explore the different solutions and try to find out the best solution for the problem or the challenge we are facing. Let's see how is each stage include the characteristics of each stage and the tools that we can use in each stage. The first stage is the discover stage. We are open to exploring different type of situations, the edges of the problem, its nature, collect data, and in order to do that, we need to consider that we are open to different ideas. All ideas are accepted. There is all the information can be big or small information is considered as we explore the problem. And as mentioned in my previous video about the word problem and the word solution, because the word problem and the word solution is actually mixing together. So the problem can be the solution, and the solution can be a problem in a way, because both of them blend together in the design practice, which is described in Case Dorsey book Frame Innovation. The tools that we can consider into this stage includes like mind mapping, multi-perspective, problem framing, brainstorming, reverse brainstorming, different research methods, which allows us to explore the different ideas about the problem. Also, there is other field research such as interviews, focus groups, observation, and consumer journey mapping. So the main aim of these methods is to collect ideas, connect between the ideas, see the linkage and the bonds between different elements of the problem or the challenge we are having in order to address this challenge with a clear statement in the following state. The defined stage here, it is convergent state. And the meaning here of convergent is that we try to focus our thoughts, analyze our data collected from the previous stage in order to identify a clear statement that defines our challenge. So in this state, we try to converge the ideas, which means that we try to filter the ideas, identify the root causes of the problem, identify the problem into clear statement that accurately defines it, make it clear for the whole team working into the practice. This is why some of the interesting tools that we can use, like root cause analysis, also known that like the fishbone analysis, 5 whys, user stories, affinities diagram. If you go to Designorate.com, you can find out all these tools there, how you can use them step by step. Now, after we finish the problem space by having a clear statement about the problem or the challenge we would like to address, we come to the solution space. The solution space is basically focusing into finding a solution. This is why again it goes into divergent state. In this state, we again are open to different ideas, but in this time we are focusing our ideas into the solution. So we are open for solutions, or different type of solutions and so on. It is like the testing stage, where you can use tools such as rapid prototyping. If you are thinking about surveys, you can think about tools like storytelling or consumer journey mapping, so on. Rapid prototyping can include 3D printing. We can use any type of prototyping such as wireframing. We can use tools such as like clay or like Lego or any prototyping that allows you to explore different solutions, be able to see how this solution or envisage how this solution can actually fit as a final product. These solution ideas then goes into the delivery stage, which is a convergent state, which means that we try to focus into finding the best solution for our challenge. In this case, we use like different type of testing. If you're using, for example, like creating digital product, we can think about think aloud tools, shadowing tools, maybe surveys if you are providing a service. So we use different tools in order to filter all our prototype into a final solution that is actually delivered to the user or the consumer. So this process here is also involving getting feedback, because as we deliver the solution, this feedback that we are using based on this experience feed into future experience. The updated version of the double diamond comes as a framework to first of all to clarify that the design expertise it is not like a linear stages, and to clarify that the aim is going from a challenge, as you can see on the left, to an outcome that you can see on the right. The blue arrows here presented the nature of the design thinking process as an iterative process. For example, if you went through the define stage and you find out there is a problem in defining your challenge, then you can actually go back into the discovery in order to evaluate what you have done, the data you have collected, the experience you had, in order to have a clear definition of that challenge. And the same goes from the last stage with delivery into the discovery, either through feedback or through iteration, in order to identify the best solution for our challenge. The top and bottom added diamonds here, which is the design principles and the methods bank, allows you to see that how the nature of the design thinking itself, like focusing into people, being collaborative, working in a co-create environment, and then iterate. The methods bank here can be any type of methods that you can use to explore the challenge we have, shape the solution and the prototype it, and then build the final delivery or final outcome. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe in the channel to receive future videos about the design thinking process. Bye bye.